Day one of the books for Liberty football as preseason practice begins, joined by head coach Turner Gill. And coach, a lot of energy out there today. What stood out to you?
Well, I just thought our guys showed good leadership. I saw them in good shape. I think Coach Gillespie did a great job of getting our guys in great shape, and guys were moving around. They were talking a lot of good football stuff as toward each other. You saw them still engaged and loving the game of football. And now the key is first day is going to carry on until day 13, day 25, and all that.
When you evaluate the tape here, what are some things you think you will find as you kind of look at the hard drive of what you taped out here today?
Well, saw some guys there made some good plays as far as play with a passion. I thought they did their assignment, their technique, and they finished. Nick Newman had a pretty good day today, and Charles Williams, the guy that kind of stood out on making some plays. And so I thought that it's good to see some guys that you want to see step up and make a play. Now it's just a matter of seeing if we can do it all consistently at every phase of the game, and then those guys particularly, can they do it play after play and day after day.
Kind of roaming around the sidelines today, I heard a lot of the players talking about some of the pups, maybe, if you want to call them that, and Tolan Avery stood out defensively on the D-line, but it seems the recruiting has been proven fruitful for you and your staff.
Well, I think our coaching staff has done a great job of being able to stick with our profile of things that we're looking for in a young man. And again, it's not just the football part of it, but it's also all the things that what they can do behind the scenes and their character and all those things. So it's good that those guys love the game of football that's coming here our last 2 years. We feel good about our recruiting class, and they're more athletic. That's kind of one of the things that we talked about trying to get into, and it was good to see the first day of quite a few guys on the defensive side of the ball that they can move pretty well.
Being around Josh Woodrum for 3 years, and last week at Media Day down in Charlotte, he is so mature and really is the prototypical quarterback for you and your system, and it looked like he was really in sync with some of his wide receivers today.
Well, it showed that they worked very, very hard together this summer, and we always talked about we want to be better than where we were in our last practice in the spring. And I thought today we did pick up from where we left off, and there was not too much of some mishaps or anything of that nature. So we just got to continue to fine-tune a few things and continue to get better and execute in every phase.
Yeah, the players have been working voluntarily during the summer, and it looked like there's a lot of communication out there today, which I know when you get to the first day of practice, you don't want to be teaching anything. You want to be going 100%.
Well, again, I think I got to get it to the coaching staff. They've done a great job, and then our leaders on our football team here, and our captains, and Johnny Burgess there, and obviously Woodrum, and all those guys there, Davis, and so on. All those guys have really been good leaders, and really guys that are not necessarily captains, but they also have been leaders on our football team. And we've always talked about ownership, letting the players kind of take over the ownership and handling some of the things they need to handle. And if the coaches need to step in and do some things, obviously we're going to be there and do that. But if they can handle a lot of those things on their own, then that tells me that we're going to have a lot of good success.
I think the microscope is going to be on the backfield, at least early on this year, with DJ taking the reins at the first team, and then Todd Macon and Josh Smith behind him. How those three guys look today?
Well, I got to look at the tape, get a little bit more fine-tune on it, but I thought DJ probably stood out and did some good things there. Obviously, he's a little bit more experienced than those guys. And, again, I think the good thing about the unfortunate of Rice not being out here, it happened early enough where we can get our guys some more reps and to find out who are these other 1 or 2 or 3 people that's going to have to play throughout this next football season to take up a little bit of the slack.
And it looked like at the end, too, a lot of the players, you might see in day one kind of maybe dinged nicks and bruises, which you would see, but it looked like everybody had about 100% participation today.
Yeah, we didn't have any issues today as far as anybody had to be held out at the end of practice or something like that. So, again, we just want to hopefully keep that going on a daily basis. And, again, good job by Barry Fink and his staff, and like I said, Coach Gillespie, too.
All right, Turner, thanks for the time.
All right, thank you, and go Flames.
That's head coach Turner Gill. Be sure to stay logged on to LibertyFlames.com for more preseason camp coverage of Liberty football. For the coach, I'm Alan York for the Liberty Flames Sports Network.